Tell me why you're done. Tell me why you don't want to have a partner in life.
Men want partners, and that's not what they're finding.
Tell me more worth it to be single than to have a partner.
Well, for starters, I don't need a partner. I need a wife. For the very reason that most men get wives, to produce a legacy. And since most women don't want to be wives these days, there's no incentive for me to do any business with you.
Tell me why it's more worth it to be single than to have a partner.
Men are viewed as disposable and replaceable. Sometimes it's easier to swipe right for that new, happy, drama-free feeling than it is to work through it with your man and communicate through these rough patches.
Tell me why it's more worth it to be single than to have a partner.
A lot of guys are just checking out because they're figuring out and finding out that a lot of women cheat.
My boyfriend of 7 years refuses to marry me.
The men who want to be married are already married, and the ones that don't want to be married are the ones left behind.
Don't see any benefit from it. You're just putting yourself at a disadvantage if
they are mad because you refuse to marry them.
He don't love you unless he marries you, okay? He don't.
If a guy is over 30 and he's not married, then there is something wrong with him, okay? According to Darwin, it's a natural selection.
If by July 1st he's not proposed, I'm leaving. I'm finding someone who will and going to Ibiza with the girls.
They blame us for what they caused.
Of course they don't, because now they're held accountable and now they can't just run away scot-free.
She says we're held accountable and can't run away scot-free, but fails to realize women initiate over 70% of divorce. We will no longer tolerate this abuse, which is why we have gone our own way.
Now, if men were more valuable in society, why would they be the first ones sacrificed in war?
Because they're not valuable.
You know what? I don't want another to offer to take me out to eat, to take me to the movies, to take me nowhere. Unless y'all asking me, can y'all pay my bills? Straight up. You want me to give you my time? You want me to come?
We don't care.
Because real men pay bills.
Gentlemen, she demands you to pay her bills before you can take her out on a date. Let me know what you think about that.
What advice would you give to your younger self? Don't get married. I'll tell you, you're always wanted. But once you got it, you're jailed.
So sometimes guys say this is why fewer and fewer guys are getting married.
The reason men aren't getting married anymore is because it simply isn't worth the risk.
Mario's child is in your stomach. What are you talking about?
And you're going to take care of it.
I'm not taking care of it. That
Why? Why can't you take
I got ganged sometime last month, and now I'm pregnant.
I'll never forget the advice an older, wise woman gave me once. She said, sweetheart, always marry a man that loves you more than you love him. Something to think about.
How much do a man gotta make to be with you?
At least $1,000.
A year?
No.
A month?
Every day.
$1,000 every day?
Yeah.
He gotta make $1,000 every day to be with you?
Yeah.
Why?
Because that's bare minimum to me.
These strong, independent women think we should pay all their bills and solve all their problems.
A man truly loves you, he will solve your life problems. Not know, oh, that sucks. He will get up and he will say, what do you want? What do you need? How can we fix
This is 2023 in a nutshell, homies. I watched this and I wondered what bothered me about it. And then it hit me. There's too many people out here worried about what they're not getting. I mean, yeah, I'm sure it'd be great for a man to solve your life's problems when you're not busy pushing him away.
How am I supposed to live, laugh, love in these conditions?
If a guy really wants you, he will pursue you, and nothing will stop him from that. I don't care if you think it's his religion, his parents, his...
We don't care.
He will be coming back. He will be asking me to be his girlfriend. He will be saying that he was in love with me since day one. He will be asking to marry me. He will. You know why?
We don't care.
I genuinely do feel like when it comes to dating, I ask for the absolute bare minimum and not a single man has ever been able to bring it to my table, and I have no idea why it's so difficult.
He gotta make $1,000 every day to be with you?
Yeah.
Why?
Because that's bare minimum.
All you can go off really is appearance. That's what it is. Ideally height is, 6'2" and above, minimum.
Gentlemen, if you don't make $1,000 a day and aren't 6'2", you don't meet the bare minimum requirements these Western women have.
A lot of you women are like, but I want to get married.
And why young men especially are hesitant to get married, is because someday she could say, you know what, I'm not really feeling this anymore. I'm going to divorce you, but you're still going to be responsible for paying for me the rest of your life.
Like I said, I'm pro prenup, and alimony is not gendered. It's literally a formula in most states.
97% of all alimony and spousal support are paid to women.
But I don't think that it's fair that a woman who has given up so much in order to be a homemaker shouldn't have any, shouldn't have anything. She should just be left on the street.
Get a job. Your argument falls apart when you consider reality instead of speaking hypothetically. In the real world, men rarely are the ones that file for divorce. And when they do, it's for a valid reason, like infidelity, not just because they got bored or need to find themselves.
Think men ever feel bad for hurting women? Not in a physical sense, but in an emotional sense. Like, do you think when like a guy like treats a girl and like whatever, like do you think he's like boring?
I am 37. I am single. I'm a single mum. And I'm finding it difficult to find Mr. Right. I'm struggling, just to find Mr. Right. I don't know if Mr. Right is out there. I don't know whether I'm going to be single for the rest of my life. I don't know whether I'm going to end up with 40 cats and just be one of those women.
Why would there be any incentive for women to change when they can currently pick and choose the best of both worlds?
We don't do that. That's a sexist view to think that we pick and choose.
Notice how they both smile when she drops the "you're sexist for thinking that" line. It's because they know it's a stupid response. Now, let's take a look at some women picking and choosing the best of both worlds to disprove her argument.
I told y'all that women should be dating 2 to 3 men, and the amount of women that wrote me saying 2 to 3, oh my God, that's exhausting, that's tiring, 2 to 3, hell, I can't even find one. Where you find one at? And I'm so concerned for y'all because,
believe it or not, there used to be a point in time where I could have a roster. Yeah, a little starting 5. I could do it. I could juggle it. I was having a good time. I felt fulfilled enough. It was cool.
I think she's confusing being filled with being fulfilled. So much for women not picking and choosing.
Is a man less of a man if he can't change a flat tire?
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
Is a woman less of a woman if she can't cook a meal from scratch?
We're biased, we're women. No, that's not a good answer.
Anyway, guys, make sure you subscribe to
The Modern King.
for exclusive content.
If you enjoyed this video, I promise you'll enjoy this next video. I will see you there. Farewell, everyone.